Good morning, folks. Today is Thursday, August the 29th. Wow! Month is almost over. Let's take a look at SPY. Right here, we can see overall the action for the last couple of days. Net sum is mildly bearish, but really look at how much of that move was retraced. Let's expand that. Right, we can see quite a large percentage of that, probably 78.6. This could be a butterfly, which would mean it would end up right around here. Seems a little bit normal, I think, but we shall see. Overall, our daily pivot sitting below both the weekly and the monthly pivot, so bearish activity going on in the charts. Moving averages tightening up a little bit in between each other. Particularly, we want to see the 50 and the 200. You can see from here to here, the distance is tightening, but the slope is still solidly negative. All right, slopes in the SMI also negative. Could this be an ABCD pattern? Absolutely. If it is, and it does begin its inflection back down, we'll see a move that, if it's an AB equals CD, looks like about 2 points from here. So we're looking at 162.50, which puts us right around there. Now, if that's the case, really, we're probably still headed for this one at 161 for an extended ABCD and the 61.8 retrace. But we shall see. Overall, we can tell that the breach of 164.52 is going to give us long action, probably to fill in the space. We're going to have a little bit of trouble getting up here because this is a monthly VWAP. And that is gap action right there. And so sellers will be sitting here, camped out, ready to force it down. A line of sellers also here. Now, this is very nice setup because we have a high, a low, a lower high, which telegraphs a lower low. So if we lose this level, we can anticipate that the first place we get is going to be this level, and if we lose that level, we're going to see more downside momentum. So that's it for SPY. You can see the individual postings on the blog. I'm not sure you realize this, but for the entire month of September, just by registering on the site, you will get all these levels complimentary. All right? So, just throwing that out there. I don't think a lot of folks are trying to take advantage of that, which is quite a shame because it's pretty good. Taking a look at the IWM, we're seeing the same sort of thing, the tightening of the moving averages. This formation not as bullish, right? Notice the wave action retracement. It's about up here for SPY in terms of relative movement. Not so much here. These are still very negative. Daily pivots sitting underneath the weekly pivot, but still above the monthly pivot. Overall, the IWM still has been outperforming its counterpart in SPY, and so we're going to be watching that. The loss of the 38.2 here, the lower low, also telegraphing more price action to the south. This could also be an ABCD. If it's AB equals CD, we've got about 70, almost $1. Almost $1 from here, 101.37. So we're looking at probably 101.17 or 101.07, which puts us right about 100.7, puts us right about here. All right, which probably will pull us down into this region, right? Looking at that, Volume flow, a little light every place else, but pretty interesting. Pretty interesting look. We know that above the 101.36 area we'll have upside momentum, probably taking us into this congestion level. We've got all kinds of noise here. So chances are if it blows out at the top here, it's going to move up consistently up into this region right here. Now, that being said, if we lose the low here at 179, we will telegraph further to the south by that measure, right? Which is why we're seeing that $100.07 as a likely target. Taking a look at Qs. Q's looking a little bit more like SPY in terms of retracement, but not that much. The 50 and the 200, look at how tightly these things are coiled together. Very, very tightly. Flat. This action doesn't look anything like the others in terms of its relative weight. Daily pivot underneath the weekly pivot, but above, well above the monthly pivot. Techs are doing a lot better than everybody else. Overall, it has not really significantly lost these levels. We do have some gaps here to fill. We've got a triple gap event, right? There's a gap here, a gap here, and a gap here. All of this is a vacuum in market auction. That is unusual. I don't see that a ton, particularly in the broad indices like this, pretty much anywhere. But notice, see how wide these moving averages were, then converging the way they are right now, really trying to make a decision. Once the moving averages are breached or tested and failed, we know this chart is going to do something big. It looked like it was going to break down, completely recovered. Not sure what to make of this particular chart, but I do know that there's a lot of price action that is on the horizon. We just have to get out and up and over these flat moving averages, and this pop up and the pullback down flattened us way out again, right? So that's how moving average gets flat, as you know. Equal amounts upside as downside. All right, crossing over here, slow SMI being crossed by the fast SMI to the upside, and upside momentum still showing there. So again, you can get the accurate and specific blog levels to trade, as well as relative stops and that sort of thing from the blog. Good luck trading today.